Okay, well, I'm LaShawn Jenkins, and I'm here located in Killeen, Texas, and I've been a notary for about 7, 8 months, I believe.
Okay. And how's the business going for you so far?
It's going go, but good. But now, I just want to get into more things. Oh, well, to the next level of my business.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Next level time. You ready to kick it up a few hundred notches? Oh, what's up, big time?
Oh,
Oh,
he's wearing my shirt.
Oh,
I want to be. Oh, what's up, leader?
I just say what's up, man.
I appreciate it as always. Good seeing you as always, leader.
I wear that shirt now. I bought it for him, but then
Okay. All right. That is the crew. That is the crew, Mr. Alexander, right there, real estate expert. So you have done all kinds of closings, right?
yes, I have actually. Only one I have not done is reverse mortgages.
It's reverse mortgage. Okay.
But based off what I read, it's just basically two mortgages, and it takes a long time because a lot of times it's just an older person. But
Bingo. Yep. Yep. Nothing too fancy. So you were kind enough to offer advice on HELOC, which is what does that stand for?
home equity loan, line of credit.
Bingo. So
Basically, when people they borrow the money that they have in equity, they borrow that money against their house, like credit, basically like a credit card almost, but it's against their house.
credit card against the house. Gotcha. And people get them from 5,000, 20,000, $1 million. So can you share with us how the closing or maybe the documents if you have them handy?
Yeah,
How the
I do,
procedure goes?
actually. And I noticed it's kind of like different ones each time I had went and
Hmm.
done it, but it's man
How
still
often do you do them?
the same. The thing though, I know was some places are different. So
Okay.
here in Texas, they have to be home equity loans have to be closed inside a title office, a lawyer's office, or at the bank. But the
Okay.
bank that's providing that home equity loan, that's the only place it can be closed at. So
Gotcha.
typically the bank provides those documents. So
Gotcha.
like here in Texas, a lot of people would get the signing and they don't know what to expect because the borrower receives the documents and they have to
Mm,
bring them to the closing.
gotcha. How often have it, how many of these kind of loans have you done so far?
I did like at least like 10 of them, quite a few of them.
Oh, you've done a bunch of them. Wow. Okay. How much do you usually charge a piece?
The first time I did it for 40 because I didn't know what it was at first, but now no, they charge like $80. I mean, the thing is they bring the documents to me, so
Okay.
it's not nothing that's hard and out
Cool.
the
Cool. So $80 a pop. How long are you usually there for doing the closing?
like 25 minutes.
Not a
Probably a
bad
little
move.
longer sometimes because I be talking.
Is it the same client who calls you for these loans or all different companies?
All different companies call me, but the thing is, I do it with the bank. I'm not sure if you like Chase.
Oh, the bank calls you directly
No, the signing company, like they got a relationship with the bank.
with the bank. Gotcha. Okay,
It's
good,
through a title company and all of them. They need the notary, so they could use a certain signing company to do it.
smart, good stuff. So if you have the documents, are you have to go through it with us?
Oh yes, I have already had went through and
Cool.
let's
All
see.
right.
Hold on, I guess.
So
Obviously, you look. One thing as a notary, make sure you always check your email and have your notifications coming straight to your phone. I get signings through my phone all the time, like right now.
oh, good stuff. Where's the signing?
I don't even know. I don't. Did someone just assign me to this? Okay.
This is Mrs. Jenkins
No. Oh,
making money
see,
on the spot,
this is so
live.
amazing.
Well, what is that? Share with us.
Stewart Title Company. They sent me an email directly.
Oh, nice,
So that
nice.
means, because the thing is, like when you do these signings for the companies, a lot of times people like look at the people names and who do them, and You know, if they see your name a lot, they're like, okay, this person is not messing up, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then they start going to you directly and skip
Oh,
this company.
even better for you.
I don't know
How
who
much?
this is.
Well, tell them yes.
That's why I'm just about to reply because it's from,
Uh-huh.
and you know, that's a list that I need to be on.
You ain't never lied about that. So for our newcomers, what is Stewart Title Company?
It's like a major title company out here, and they got title companies that's like they only, you know, work with people that actually can do the job, reliable people.
Mm-hmm. So now you're on the list. Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny they send this email. It's almost like they say confirmation, but they're not confirming anything. They're like telling me like, yeah, closing. I'll just figure it out later.
No. Hit him back. Hit him back.
Well, I reply back to him, but it's just
Okay.
weird.
Okay. We'll keep the email open so we make sure you can lock that in.
I do.
All right. Good.
Here. Do I click share screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Is it working now?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
So this is an example of a HELOC closing package, right, Michelle?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
And typically with these, they're really easy. Like it's hard to mess up on this one. Like
Okay.
it's so easy to the point. I didn't even include them in here, but they give you sheet like any sheet that seems complicated to fill out. They have pink papers in there that show you how to fill out that sheet, where for them to sign. On some of them now they got little sign here sticky notes. So seriously, it's really easy. Don't even
Good.
think about it. Don't just have them sign it.
Cool. So if someone calls up for a job and they're new, this is probably one of the best jobs to start off with because it's easy.
It is, yes. Especially if you don't have to print. I know some states they're printing them, but really this is an easy job. It just in Texas it's harder to get them because if you don't have that access to a title company in a lawyer's office, it's kind of like you will never get the experience unless you just try it with somebody else.
Okay.
So this sheet right here is just the loan checklist, and pretty much when I'm sitting down with the borrowers, what I do is I grab all the papers from them and I put them in front of me and I go through them, and I don't let them see too much because sometimes like, you know, I could show them this and then they're going to be looking at it and then they start asking questions about things that don't pertain to them.
Bingo.
So this right here, like this don't even pertain to them. This is just for the bank, a checklist of all the documents that's inside of here, inside of the packet.
Okay.
This has nothing to do for the client, nothing at all. I don't
Got
even showing that.
All right.
But then this is the disbursement request and authorization.
Got
Okay,
And who mails the documents back to the company, you or the
I
borrower?
do. I take them straight to FedEx.
Take them to FedEx. Okay. And there's a FedEx slip already in the packages usually, correct?
Oh, they got a slit and they got the envelope for you.
Perfect.
So you don't have to do anything. And then this right here, just basically the client requesting the funds. And then I had crossed it out, but right here on undispersed funds, that is going to be the amount of money that they're receiving. And then this is the credit limit that they have against their house right now.
Got you. Okay. Good stuff.
But on this one, they have to fill this out. Now, I'm pretty sure I filled that part out for them because they be, you know, people be writing out sloppy and so right here, what Chase has, they can use that bank card as a second form of ID.
Oh, okay.
Only with Chase though.
Only with Chase. Got you. So with other people, it might have to be a passport or something like that for another company or social security card.
Yeah, passport or anything. They actually have a list of things here too that you can use that they'll send that to you too also. So
Okay.
here now I use his driver's license, wrote that information in, and then they be wanting them to also sign at the top. So where it says primary applicant, they want them to sign above that. It all depends on what directions you are given. And I just follow the directions that are given. That's it.
That's that's interesting because I wouldn't have guessed that if I didn't see you do that.
Yeah, I mean, but they had it in my directions to
They had
do.
it in your directions. Okay. So it's also
Even
important to follow the directions from the company because every company has different directions.
correct. So even though down here he signed at the bottom where it says borrower, you know,
Hmm.
he still had the initial up here at the top.
Got it.
And then also when they signing, you also have to make sure it's crossed out, but you have to make sure that on the documents that it's their full name on there. Whatever name that they go by legally, that's the name that needs to be on there. Because and that's how he needs to sign. So his name was like David A something. He had to sign with his middle initial also at the same time.
Gotcha. So have them sign exactly how the documents have it.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Good to
And
know.
then I mean, even though sometimes they're gonna be like, well, this is how I sign.
They say that all the damn time.
I'm like, for the purpose of, I said, if you want your money, right? I said, I have to make sure, like,
Got it. Notice of right to cancel. What is that, man?
okay, the notary rights to cancel is this. They have any loan, or not any loan, but I want to say not for a purchase. They have,
Not for a purchase and not for an investment property.
okay, yeah, correct. Okay. They have 3 days to cancel the loan for any reason. So three whole business days. So if you look at this at the top right here, August 11th is the day that it starts.
Hmm.
They have 3 days from that. So here at the bottom, it's August 15th, 2017. By that night, midnight. And
They
then
can cancel it.
they give them directions on how to cancel. They send a letter. But if you're going to cancel, it's best to call them. Because if they wait till this night, I mean, then they turn around and the loan funds, then they're going to be in a hole like that.
Gotcha. So, and this form could be a little bit tricky when you're new. So it says, I wish to cancel above, do not have them sign that. That's if they want to cancel. Always have them sign the bottom part where it says acknowledgement of receipt or something along those lines, not where it says, I wish to cancel.
Correct. You sign right here at the acknowledgement of receipt.
Got it.
You like with this form, whenever when people sign it, you have to point to that part because if not, they're just going to sign where they see their name and date.
Okay.
So you have to really guide them to that direct area.
Got it. And how far would you travel for one of these for $80 or $100? How far would you personally travel?
Like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
For $80, yeah. Because the thing is, like here in Texas, it's very costly. Like, and then if you don't
Mm.
have like a good relationship, I guess with some of the companies, they charge by the hour to use
Oh,
space in their title company. So some people charge
oh, got it.
about $225, $300 for a closing.
Good stuff. Good to know. All
Okay.
right, what do we have next?
Okay. This is just a disclosure statement. I don't really go through all this with them. I just tell them this is just the basic, disclosures, their credit limit right there, the date of the agreement, their name. Then I pretty much, to be honest, I just skip all these pages.
Okay.
But before I do it, they have to sign the last page. And right here, they sign here at the bottom. And then if you look below where he signed, because they're always going to ask, well, when do I get my funds? And
That's always the question, yes.
this is the disbursement date. It'll be the first business day after August 15th is when they will possibly see their funds.
Okay. Good to know. If you guys have any questions, type them in the chat box. If you have any questions for Mrs. Jenkins, type them in the chat box.
Okay, I'll skip that. Okay, that's also part of the disclosures, but this is just stating to them that if they have any billing errors or questions, that this is who they contact. The Chase, this is the address, the letter. They if they have any questions. And I believe they don't sign that either. But also what helps me get through faster is like before I start, I tell them they're going to get copies of everything anyway.
Yes, they're going to get copies of everything so they can keep that in their file cabinet. Yes.
Right. And then this is the lien, well, the deed of trust lien, so that their bank can place this lien against their property.
Okay. Yes. Yes. A home equity loan or home equity loan, HELOC, whatever they want to call it. It's another loan against the property, similar to a mortgage.
Correct. So this is them placing it, the date. We're going to tell them where they're going to file the deed at. And this situation is Briggs County. But when I go over this, I just always tell them to make sure that they have the correct bank, make sure that it's the actual property, their property that is for. And that's pretty, I want to say their name is on this. I think it's on the back or something. And then, I mean, thing is with the deed, it's like anything that's in there, you can't argue it. You know, it's not, the bank has nothing to do with that. It goes by your county. And then there's the acknowledgement that came with it.
That's the acknowledgement that came with it. Okay. And the acknowledgement, what is that exactly?
It's this like a sworn, basically this person's acknowledging that they, you know, they read over everything, understand it, and you know.
Yep. And they signed and you signed and notarized below.
Correct.
Now it says county. Is that the county where you're commissioned, or is that the county where you actually did the closing?
This is a county where I was.
Gotcha. Did the closing at. Okay.
And this is the date, and then, you know, before me on this date, that's the year, and then right here, the borrower name go there, or whoever name is on the deed, whoever signed it name will go right here.
Okay.
And then my name, and then my stamp.
Perfect. Okay. And how many pages is it? So the whole thing is 42 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not a lot of pages at all.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not printing them either, so.
Yeah, even better. And how long does it take you to get paid after you do these jobs?
I want to say maybe like 30 days. It all depends. But now I think I've been doing so many with the company, they just started combining my payments. So
okay.
It makes it easier instead of like having to wait for a check each time.
Yeah, you get one big check.
I haven't been doing them because I feel like, you know, they should just be giving me more. So I'm straight.
I got you. So here goes another acknowledgement. Okay.
Okay, this was for, and you know, I don't even know what the homestead is, to be honest with you. I just tell them that it's part of the deed of trust and
yep,
their attachment.
That's right. That's actually, yeah, that's correct.
Oh, okay. You know, I just want them to sign it and be all happy.
And keep it moving. Yep.
And it's another acknowledgement, the same as the one before.
Okay. Another acknowledgement. Texas property, tax loan notification. So this is for the escrow?
Okay, no, this is so that basically they have to keep their property free of any other lien, so they can't on their property. So
they can't get another home equity loan on the same property.
Correct. That's what this is.
Or a line of credit. Got it. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
And then they'll sign here at the bottom and date.
Okay.
And then another thing too, you know, like if you look, well, below the signature line, sometimes some companies, what they do is they'll put date right there if they want them to date it. But with this, they want them to date after their signature each time.
Got it. Okay.
And then let me see. Oh, this is just an information sheet. You know, nothing even for them, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then this form, the application received by telephone. This is just stating that, you know, if they did the application over the phone, it just basically like informing them that, okay, you did your application by telephone.
Yeah, because most times with with this process, we are the first person who they actually see in person. So the
Correct.
title company, they don't meet. The loan officer, they usually don't meet. Well, about 60-40, 70-30%, 60-40, 70-30% of the time they don't meet them. So we're the first person to actually meet in person. So this is just reconfirming that they did fill out the application over the phone.
Mhm.
All right.
And then they'll sign and date there at the
Then
bottom.
they'll sign a date there. Okay.
Then they have an acknowledgement with that one too. So that would have to be filled out.
That's the acknowledgement. Okay, that's for you. Yep.
And then, okay, so this is if they want for them to set up ACH payments to be automatically withdrawn from that account. Now,
Okay.
typically, if it's from that bank, this form will be filled out already. In his case, his form, it was not filled out, but, we didn't have to fill it out because they said that, they can pull it as long as he signs down here. They'll do it. They'll just fill it out for him right here.
Okay. Good to know.
And then this is the consent for use of their mobile number. So whatever numbers they provide here is you're giving Chase permission to contact you on those phone numbers.
Okay.
Okay, this is just the errors and omissions agreement.
Okay. And what does that mean? Or how do you explain it?
I explain it as, basically any small errors or anything. The loan is it's still valid, and then also they will fix any small errors, just small errors.
Perfect. But they can't alter or change any of the documents.
No, but they'll change something small.
Yep.
And then typically, sometimes they even go further. They'll include power of attorneys.
Mhm.
But they're time and date there.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is the final itemized fee disclosure. I guess if they had extra fees that they was paying for, that it would be on the sheet. But here, he didn't have any fees. He didn't have to pay.
Okay. Oh, good stuff.
So that's what matters. Look, people see stuff. As long as their numbers are right, they are happy. I showed them look, you don't pay no fees, see? And he was happy. He signed.
Bingo. Yep.
And then he had to sign twice.
Okay.
Okay, this is the acknowledgement of fair market value. I want to say they did appraisal on his house, and then this is how much his house was appraised for the market.
Okay.
Okay, I just had him sign it because he started talking about it. Okay, then this is our property insurance requirements.
Okay.
Someone had sent a chat box. Okay, but this is basically okay. The bank has requirements that people, for your insurance, you have to have certain things. So the bank requires certain requirements for your insurance. So this is just the requirements that you're supposed to have. And typically, if they already have a house, they already have the requirements for it. So with this stuff, I really don't look too much into it. And then they just sign and date the last page of it.
Okay.
We're almost done. I know people how it can be. And this is the Texas mortgage fraud notice.
Okay.
It's just stating that, any false statements or misleading that you can be fined. And actually the FBI will look more into it and just say that the borrower agrees to it on that one.
Very true.
And then it's supposed to be an acknowledgement with that, but I don't know where it went. Okay, and then this is his application that he did.
Okay.
And then he will sign and date the bottom.
Bingo.
Okay, now this is an agreement that he agrees to provide the home insurance to them.
Perfect.
And then sign and date. Okay, and then this is this is continued. Now this is the lender pretty much is going to verify that this is his insurance. So they call and they verified it and who was by, and they wrote the stuff down in these spaces here. You say they put all the numbers in there for him.
Perfect.
Okay, and then this letter right here is a notice of assurance requirement. So it has his name up here stating that he is sending a letter to State Farm, Texas, to provide the appropriate evidence that he has insurance.
Okay, got it.
Will basically provide it. And then they sign here. Okay, so this is the borrowers and the mortgagors acknowledgement. It is a basic agreement between the actual person, the borrower, and then the lender.
Okay, that's just confirming everything. Everybody agrees to the terms.
Yeah, basically everything that's in the documents that we signed prior is basically like it summarizes it on this form.
Good stuff.
And then they sign here, and then they also had to do an acknowledgement for this. Okay, so this is the W-9 request for taxpayer identification.
Yeah.
And I want to say that's for escrow, right? So they for escrow or either.
Well, it's for tax purposes. So what they're doing is they're just verifying their name and their social.
So here, but with this form, I always just tell the borrower like, hey, okay, make sure your social security number is correct.
You bingo.
Your address, and then you just sign the date here.
Yeah.
And then I can keep moving. These are just the instructions for the form. There's no need to look at those.
No, don't look at them actually. Just have them sign it and go to the next form immediately after that.
Don't look at those. Just skip them. And this is the owner acknowledgement. Let me see. Okay, so the owner is acknowledging everything that's in this packet. So like here, they actually, on these, I have them read through each one so they can initial the ones that apply to them. And if it don't, then they just write NA. So here, he initial each one. They'll read through each one. And you have to make sure you read through because on some of them, you end up having to fill this out. So like this one, he had to fill this out right here.
Okay.
And some of them all of them are different. Sometimes you have to write certain things. It's just re-verifying everything that's inside of the closing packet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say that's it.
All right. Good stuff.
And then it's acknowledgement. They'll probably go to that other one. And that's it.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mrs. LaShawn Jenkins. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate it. I'm clapping if you can't hear me.
Stop my share.
It should say stop screen share. Or, yeah, you got it. All right. Good stuff. So thank you, Queen. Appreciate it. Somebody had a question. Jeffrey Jackson. What training did you go through before doing your first closing?
I did some training by it was online.
Okay.
It was some older lady that I did it with, and the course was hard. I mean, it wasn't hard, but it was she was just talking over a YouTube thing.
Gotcha.
So you really don't get it until you just do it.
You don't. Yeah. If you get a call, take it. Do it. It's okay. They can't fire you. You don't work for them. Can you tell us the most common call for closings you receive? So, what are the top 3 calls that you receive for closings?
Well, here in Texas, you can only do certain ones at home. So really, the most is refinance, and then I do purchases, and then I do HELOCs.
Cool. Are most of your purchases for out-of-state properties or for in-state properties, or both?
Really in-state. Sometimes it's out-of-state for people that's military and they're at home, and they're not at that location. But most of the time, it's here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I learned a lot. I appreciate that. What was the last one? It purchases and home equity line of credits. He laughs. Purchases and home equity line of credits. Um, those are the two which he gets a call for. And you said an average of $80 for the home equity line of credits.
That's for one particular company. If at a bank, like, if they already provide the documents and everything, usually they be like kind of stubborn on the fees.
Gotcha. So they're like around 50 or so?
I know about sometimes like 50, 60. It all depends on how they feeling, I guess.
Okay.
But I did one for I did a few of them for Bank of America also.
Oh, you have? Okay.
You know what? And I got a lot more, but yeah, it's just a particular company.
Good for you. Okay. What's your take on having more than one commission?
Well, that don't apply here in Texas because we are commissioned. We can go anywhere in the state of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I know other states not so, but here we can.
Yeah. And you're not by any borders, right? So you're like in the middle. You're not like an hour away from another state or so.
No, and then no, we're not. I mean, even some people, I guess, do Louisiana, but with Louisiana, I know it's almost like they're actually like attorneys down there.
Yeah.
And they can draft documents and everything, but you have to live within a certain distance.
But first, so like I'm close by New Jersey, so for me it makes sense to be commissioned in New Jersey as well, or Connecticut. But maybe be commissioned in Pennsylvania, it would be worth it because that's 2.5 hours away from the nearest point from where I am to Pennsylvania is 2.5 hours. So,
yeah, but Texas is so big. Texas is so big.
Texas is big, yeah. Texas is
big. Like you say, 2 hours for you, you're in Pennsylvania. 2 hours here in Texas, you're still in Texas.
Yes. That's true. That's true. So having more than one commission, if you're close to another state, it could be worth it. Depends on how far you want to travel for a job. All right, Queen, I appreciate it. What's the name of your company?
Copper's Cove Mobile Notary Services.
And you are full-time, you're knocking these out. And you've only been in the business 7-8 months, you said, right? 7-8 months, and you're out here getting busy.
I know, a lot. Very busy.
Good for you. And you do jobs every week now, right?
I do jobs every week, every day.
Anytime. Every day?
Look, anytime somebody call me and I'm open. I be trying to help people, but, sometimes people don't want to pay, but I'm always willing to help.
I love it. All right, Quinn, I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, peace.
Bye.